Hi friends, this video will be my very first video in only English. A few people have requested a little bit more English in my videos. So, in this video, I want everybody to take their English skills and try to push them up. Let's improve your English. As you saw, today's topic is slang. On the one hand, slang is often the funnest part of learning a new language. On the other hand, it's often the most challenging, whether it be pronunciation or how to use it. Slang is very unique. Sometimes native speakers don't even understand slang. Slang changes over time. What I remember as slang when I was a little boy, nobody uses. Except for me, probably. The slang that some of the young kids use today, I don't even know what it means. The interesting part about American culture is that with every new movie and every new song, there's the potential to have new slang. Imagine year after year, new slang. And for all of you, my foreign friends, that's crazy. No, that's English. In this video, I'm going to go through two different types of slang. To me, one of the most interesting parts of slang is that some of it I hate. It drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. The other part, I'm going to discuss some basic idioms. Many of you might already know these idioms, but we'll work on pronunciation. I might give you a little background, and we'll use some examples. This will be helpful for everybody. Let us begin. The first thing we're going to go over, the first word is literally. It's literally the first word we're gonna go over. Why does literally drive me crazy? Because it's used all the time. It's a real word. It's an important word. But it gets used incorrectly. Here's an example. Becky, if Bobby doesn't call me, I might literally die. Literally die? I guess we all do. But I don't think that's what they mean in that example. Something else a little difficult with literally is that often, as Americans, it just rolls out of our mouth. You have that nice American R, literally, literally, literally. It sounds like it's literally coming from right here. And next, we have the word like. Now, this word has become more common because of social media platforms. However, long before Facebook, this was a popular slang word, and still is to this day. When it's used as slang, there really is no meaning behind it. It just fills an empty space in between sentences, in between ideas, or when you simply have problems describing something. Here's an example. that song was like so totally awesome. I can't believe, like, at the very end, it was so much like craziness to me. Like crazy. Can you believe that? Literally crazy. As you can see, there's almost no meaning behind the word like in that example, but it's used so often. And I say it too sometimes. In fact, my wife uses it often also, just as a product of living in America. She didn't learn like in a textbook. She certainly didn't translate the word like, but she experienced how we speak. It's just simply that common. And next, we have something very interesting. OMG. I hope that you're not saying OMG. It's said OMG. As with many abbreviations in English, we say each individual letter one at a time. Maybe you like sports. You might know about the NBA. It's certainly not the NBA. Or the NHL, not the NHL. I'm sure most of you understand that OMG is oh my gosh. It's very popular now with social media and the internet because it's much faster to type OMG than oh my gosh. However, like the word like, it gets used too often and it drives me crazy. And sometimes I use it also. Let me give you an example. Oh, Mr. Thomas's test was literally the end of the world. OMG. I might literally die. Like, OMG. What will I do? Like crazy. OMG. My parents might literally kill me. OMG. As you can see, I don't like these kind of words. Alright, so here's the next word we're going over. Duh. So, duh isn't necessarily a word. It's more of a sound. The way Americans use the word duh, or the sound duh, is more of a response or an answer to something we already know or something we just don't care about. Here's an example. Dude, did you see the Chicago football team won? Duh. So you see, it's more of an answer or a I don't want to bother with being told this. And next, we'll move on to whatever. So, as you might know, whatever, it is an actual word. It's a real word that we use. However, as slang, it acts a lot like the sound duh. Here's an example. Oh my God, Jessica, did you hear about Brad Pitt getting married again? Whatever. He will never get married again. So that's one way it can be used. Here's another. Hey, what do you want on your sandwich? Whatever. So, as you can see, it can take an answer or a response and just kind of give it back as if simply don't care. Here's another way we can use whatever. Hey, what's the name of that song we were listening to? It's like the moon and the sun or whatever. I don't know. One thing very important about whatever is the way it's pronounced. We don't actually pronounce the T in whatever as a normal T. It turns into a D sound. Whatever turns into whatever. The next example, viral. Viral was not always a slang word. Before the internet, before cell phones, definitely before Facebook and YouTube, viral meant a way of describing something virus related. You could have a viral infection. But now, viral is simply something so popular that it has spread everywhere, kind of like a virus. Although I don't necessarily hate the word viral, I would say it's just annoying to hear it over and over and over again. This video went viral. That song or that joke is viral. Although, if my videos went viral, I would love the word. The next one is probably the one that bothers me the most. I believe it's pronounced bruh. When I was young, it was common to call your friend brother or even bro. When I was in college, yeah, I might call my buddy bro or broski or brosif. But bruh is too far. To me, bruh sounds like something a caveman would say. Imagine 10,000 years ago, a hairy caveman saying, bruh, 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 bruh. Now you probably understand why it drives me nuts. Every time I read it, every time I hear it. The next one might be kind of new to you. Totes. It looks strange and it sounds strange. What totes is some sort of short form of totally. Here's an example. Oh, this purse bag is totes cool. When I was younger, we might use the word totally to help describe something. But the word totes and totally, I don't understand. Why? Here's more examples, because I find it so funny that people use this slang term here in America. Oh, the new band is totes awesome! Oh, so totes! It's totes great! As you can see, I find this really funny, but I'm also really, really annoyed. And here's another one, like totes. Cray-Cray. As you might guess, Cray-Cray comes from crazy, a way of describing something. But it's used too much, too often, and it simply drives me crazy. It drives me cray-cray. And the final one has also become very popular because of the internet and social media. It's the phrase hashtag. With hashtags, things can go viral. The problem with hashtag is that here people literally use it before some of the most random words. Here's an example. Hey, are you ready to go to this party? Hashtag fun! Oh, that day at the beach was so beautiful, but it was hashtag hot! As you can see, it drives me crazy. The next one is probably much more commonly known. It is a piece of cake. A piece of cake simply means something that's really easy to do. I might say, oh, this homework right here, it's a piece of cake. It's old stuff. It's from last year. And the next one is a broken record. Now, I'm too young to remember this, but they are still popular this day. Large vinyl records that held some of the most popular music and songs. What happens on a turntable? When that record is broken, it will repeat and repeat, and you can't listen to the music, and it stops. So, the meaning behind a broken record is simply something that repeats and repeats and repeats. Here's an example. These meetings are driving me crazy. The boss is a broken record. We know we need to sell more. She tells us every meeting. And next, the way the cookie crumbles. Sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? We say it when we accept the way something's going to happen. For example, I tried my best on the test. The results, we'll see how the cookies crumble. The next one is kind of two in one. There are two of the most important professions in the world. One, I would say it's rocket science, and two, brain surgery. So, kind of like being a piece of cake, if you want to say something is not difficult, you can say, well, that test, I studied hard. It's not rocket science. Or, do you know how to cook that meal? It's not brain surgery. I'll follow the recipe. And the final two are very similar. The first one is the cat's out of the bag. Or quickly said, the cat's out of the bag. I hope you can hear the difference in my pronunciation as I sped things up. What this means is just some sort of surprise or change in events. For example, we wanted to wait to tell Grandma about our new engagement, but Robert over there would not shut up, and now the cat's out of the bag. So, similar to that example is spilling the beans. We could say, Uncle Robert spilled the beans about the engagement. Now everybody knows we're getting married. I hope you've all enjoyed this new format of my videos. I hope you all clearly understood me. Please feel free to write down in the comments, did you like my speed? Was it too fast, too slow? Was I speaking clear enough for everybody? Or maybe there are idioms or slang words that absolutely drive you nuts. Write them below also. Any idioms or slang that you don't know what it means, write it down below and I'll help you all out. Until next time, bye.